read by Omoyemi Kolaposh. Now the headlines. That's what I mean. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu says he's aware Nigerians are struggling. ADC picks President Bola Tinubu's challenger today. President Tinubu polls 10.9 million votes to clinch presidential tickets. The military promises safe Salah celebrations in Northeast. The army warns the public against fraudsters using generals' names and photos to scam Nigerians. A 63-year-old Chinese woman was arrested with 31 kilograms of Canadian loud at Lagos Airport. The increase of cooking gas price has caused more pain for Nigerians. Big Brother Naija Season 7 winner Fina says she regrets using a BB Naija money to support family members. Now the news in details. Democratic Congress will today commence the process of selecting its presidential candidate for the 2027 general election, with party members across the 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory expected to participate in the exercise. Barring any last-minute changes, the party has opted for the direct primary method after all three aspirants, former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, ex-Minister of Transportation Rotimi Amechi, and former banker Mohammed Ayatuddin, reportedly declined calls to step down for a consensus candidate. Although the ADC initially considered adopting an affirmation process similar to that used by the Nigerian Democratic Congress, party leaders maintains that the direct primary option fully aligns with the provisions of the Electoral Act 2026. As members head to the polls today, attention is turned to the political weight, nationwide appeal, and perceived weaknesses of the three contenders vying for the party's sole presidential tickets. President Bola Tinubu on Sunday clinched the All Progressive Congress presidential ticket for the 2027 general election, polling 10.9 million votes against the sole challenger, Stanley Osifo, who scored 16,503 in the nationwide direct primaries conducted across all 8,809 wards on Saturday, May 23rd. The returning officer and chairman of the Presidential Primary Elections Committee, Pius Anyim, announced the final figures and made the declaration after the nationwide collation results at the Bola Ahmed Tinubu International Conference Center, Abuja. The exercise ended the scheduled primaries of the APC ahead of the 2027 elections. The APC kicked off its 2027 primary elections with the House of Representatives exercises, followed for Wednesday, May 28, 2027. In a statement issued on Monday by the Media Information Officer of OPHK, Lieutenant Colonel Sani Uba, the military said the comprehensive security measures had already been activated across the theater to ensure peaceful celebrations despite threats posed by remnants of the Boko Haram and the Islamic State West African province. The command also extended warm felicitations to all Muslims faithful ahead of the Eid al-Kabir celebrations and wished residents of the region a peaceful and joyful festivity. According to the statement, credible intelligence suggested that insurgents might attempt to exploit the festive period to launch isolated attacks on civilians targets using suicide bombers and improvised explosive devices. OPHK, however, assured residents that the threats had been anticipated and necessary countermeasures put in place. The Nigerian Army has warned members of the public against fraudulent social media accounts impersonating senior military officers on online platforms, particularly Facebook. In a statement issued on Sunday via its official X handle, the Army said fraudsters had created fake accounts impersonating the Deputy Chief of Standards and Evaluation, Major General Raymond Utasho, while using the Chief of Policy and Plans, Major General Bamidele Alabi's photograph. According to the Army, the accounts were created with the intention of deceiving and defrauding unsuspecting members of the public through false representations and unauthorized online engagements. The Army advised the public to disregard any communication, friend requests, financial solicitations, or unofficial engagements originating from the accounts. It further reiterated that senior military officers do not conduct official transactions, award contracts, request financial assistance.